You're out of storage. That sounds like a regular basis thing. Hey, everybody, it's me, San Martin. I'm here at the B.A.W.B Chronicles. And if you guys do not know what that means, it's called B.A.W.B Chronicles over here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. But you guys want to stay here because we actually got an awesome show, and you got to check out our new intro. It's really hype.
I've been down there looking for the silver lining, but no matter what, we always find it. So maybe you should just get lost.
Post on Facebook.
You're like, check this out.
Yeah.
I've learned a little tricks of the trade here, guys.
A little late.
I know. Hey, we got this. So, hey, guys, check this out. We'd love to have this show because it has wine in it. But we're just gonna get ahead and get into this. And without further ado, the host with the most, Sherry.
Hi, Prescott. How's everybody doing today? I'm super excited because, I'd love to have other wineries on. So especially Arizona wineries. And this is one of my new favorites. So do you want to introduce yourself?
I am Keith Moore. I am the winemaker at Mogollon Vineyards. This is Mercy Clark. She is our tasting room manager. And we're missing one person that's part of our trio, and that's my wife, Delane Moore. She couldn't be here today, but she's here with us in spirit.
Yeah. She is drinking with us in spirit.
Yes.
So tell everyone what we're drinking today and why it's special wine.
Today, I brought over our second generation of Humboldt. It's a red blend that we made first in 2017, and that sold out, and we decided to do it again. And so we're releasing this Saturday, but it's a Syrah Cab Grenache blend. It's predominantly Syrah, about 55-60% Syrah. Don't quite remember all the exact numbers, but the Syrah, you can taste the Syrah. The Grenache lightens it up a little bit. It's a nice medium-bodied red wine.
My assessment of this wine is that it is absolutely delicious. And I'm
Awesome.
excited that we get a sneak peek because it hasn't even been released yet. So what's happening first of all, tell everyone where you guys are located.
We are located on Highway 69 in Dewey, Humboldt, right across the street from Main Street, Humboldt, about a mile down the road from Mortimer Farms.
Okay. You guys have I kind of have watched you guys build over the years. When did you how long has it been? It's been a couple years.
2017, we bought
2017. If you're like me and you're constantly driving back and forth to Phoenix or to drop off your dogs at Bed and Biscuit, like I am, you pass this winery. I have watched them build. You were like a teeny tiny little building with a patio. And now you've got this huge covered pavilion patio. You had music out there. You sit within the vines. They've got grass. It is so beautiful. So we've watched this place just expand. All of our customers here love this vineyard and have been telling us about it. So I finally got my butt out there last Sunday. They had live music and we did a tasting. This had not been released yet. And it was so cool, you guys. The wines are really good. The atmosphere is beautiful. My favorite of the day was the Chardonnay. And I got a little private tour of the winery, which was very cool. And
we like showing it off.
So Keith has said that he's the winemaker and Mercy and Delane are more of the farmers.
The viticulture side and the tasting room side, yes.
So what made you want to do this? Where did your passion for winemaking come from?
Well, for 35 years and continuing, I've been a contractor down in Phoenix. And after about 30 years or 25 years, I decided I wanted to think about something else besides contracting. So I decided to start going to school. And being that we've farmed orchard grass and stuff for cattle, we wanted to do some kind of agriculture. But I wanted something that had a low water usage and a high value per acre crop. So me and my wife decided on wine grapes. And so I started looking around and found that Yavapai College had a program for viticulture and enology. So we both enrolled and started taking viticulture classes. And I went there for 3 years, Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. Me and two other buddies of mine drove up and went to enology class and graduated in 2016.
Wow. Now you're in the course too, correct?
I am, yeah. I started, I want to say back in January. And I think I'm almost 2/3 completed. So I'm kind of rushing through it. And
Yeah.
I think they've modified it since COVID happened. And so when he was taking it, it was 16-week courses. And now you can do like 2 8-week courses in the same semester. So you can do
Oh.
almost double the classes per semester if you want.
And you
So-
learn the farming aspect and you also learn the winemaking aspect.
Correct, yep. It teaches both.
And where did your passion for wine come from?
Well, I originally spent about 10 years in the hospitality industry, and actually an ad came up on Facebook that they were hiring.
I actually remember seeing that ad.
And I just thought it was interesting. I like to be stimulated in my job. And I thought like there were so many different variables to it that I would be. And I applied and I got the job, and I haven't looked back since. So
No, you haven't.
That is
And
amazing.
you've really helped grow. I love like the music program you put together, and the way you guys have built up is just amazing. You guys, this wine, you seriously need to come out. This Saturday is the release.
We have a Halloween party too.
This might be my new favorite. Last time I was there, I love the Tempranillo, but honestly, my favorite was the Chardonnay. They do the unoaked, not buttery. They do like, I call it a naked Chardonnay. It's more French style.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so good. But this is my new favorite. I see why it sold out last time.
That's so
Yeah.
great. Okay, so if you guys do not know what the Wine Chronicles is all about, is that we get to know about wine. We get to do a lot of cool things like drink it and acknowledge, where it comes from. And it's very rarely that we actually have the actual vineyards here. So tell everybody a little bit about the venue. We were actually scouring the internet, saying that there's some events that are happening. Something about Halloween.
That's all Mercy right
And
there.
I'm really mad you came up with that before me because I want to steal it.
That was a
How
play
have
on
I not
words.
thought of that?
Play on words. I love this.
Yeah, so this weekend, as we mentioned, we're releasing this 2019 Humboldt, but we're having our Halloween celebration. And so I have live music by Tin Hat. We've extended that an hour, so it's going to be 2 to 6 p.m. that day. I have food from the Squealing Hog. I believe he'll be there about 1 to 6 that day. And then we'll be doing raffles, and you just need to purchase to be eligible to enter the raffle. And then I'll just be calling raffles like every hour throughout the evening. So
What are you giving away on the raffles?
So I have this wheel, like Wheel of Fortune wheel. And so if I call you up, you'll spin that. And I have stuff like gift certificates to us. I've gone to stores and gotten like wine key openers and, different wine accessories. So, and all you have to do is buy a glass of wine and you're entered. So,
I love that.
and then,
the Squealing Hog said it's going to be there this Saturday. So,
yeah.
geez. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
Yeah.
Man, when Squealing Hog says they're going to be somewhere.
Yeah, so we'll have barbecue for you guys on Saturday. So don't eat before you come.
Yeah.
This would pair well with barbecue too. You know who
Yes.
would love this wine, and you know him. One of our customers, Philly Mike. I don't know if he's on yet.
Bill is. He
This
says I'll
is-
be later today.
Bill, you would.
Hi,
Bill
Bill.
Topping.
Yeah,
Bill,
Bill Topping.
Bill Topping.
Yeah.
You would love this wine, Bill. I'm not kidding. And Philly Mike, you would love this wine. This is totally your style. So
So it sounds like you should bring it in for your flight.
I would love to.
Yes,
If you
it
guys
seems like
have
it'd be a
enough, I would
perfect timing
love
for
to.
it.
I would bring this on
We
in
could
a
do
second.
some humble. We're not a big producer.
No, I know, I
do
get that.
500 to 700 cases a year, depending on what fruit we bring in
Yeah.
and what fruit we can source. So most 99% of it is sold out of the tasting room right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're stocked up on Humboldt. We'd be happy to do
If
that.
you had enough, I would absolutely put this on the flight. It is really good, and we would sell the crap out of this.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, I'm going to do something real quick that we hardly ever do on the show. I got to switch up a couple things, but let me put you guys on a little bit of, check this out real quick. And I got to make sure that this thing. Kind of what happens. Okay, and we're back.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sorry,
All right.
guys. It was one of those things where I was like, what's really going on? But needless to say, the Wine Chronicles, B.A.W.B Chronicles now is something that we love to do. And the reason why is because obviously we're drinking wine, but we want to find out a little bit more about the wine drinking in general. So don't laugh at me. I was this old when I realized what vino means. And so, anyways, I wanted to go ahead and throw that in there just for the fun of it.
That's okay. You're becoming a wino now.
I
you know,
am.
yes.
I am. I was
We're
actually
teaching him to be a wino.
I was at a party this past Saturday, and it was an open bar. There was alcohol, like you could possibly drink whatever you want: beer, alcohol, like tequila.
I was gonna say,
Vodka.
past your Patron.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I
and
see.
you ordered a glass of wine, didn't you?
I got a glass of
Did
wine.
you really?
Yeah, I was like, they were like, okay, all right. I see that you're a little classy. I was like, no, technically, I just don't want a hangover tomorrow. And it doesn't really give me a hangover, as if, I guess you got to drink a certain amount. Maybe that could be the question of the day. How much can you drink before you actually get a hangover?
Well, that's everybody's different.
Well, and I think it also depends on the different, like if you have a big wine producer, they tend to put more preservatives and things that typically aren't as pure. And I tend to get a headache almost immediately if I like those big box wines. But if I drink like boutique, there's no limit.
So
And I don't have a cutoff.
I found
So
that to
that's
be
what this
true.
is. Boutique.
Yeah.
I found
This
that
is what
boutique.
this is?
Yeah.
We hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That, and maybe it's because it's fresher and it's, it doesn't sit in a boat somewhere coming across the ocean from Australia or whatever.
Right.
And, but yeah, I
But
get
it's
that a lot.
more naturally made, for lack of better words.
It's Arizona
yeah.
made. Yeah, I mean, you guys have like such a great like location because it's like right next door, and we can go and find this place and check it out. I want to know a couple things. Arizona is turning into new wine country.
Mhm.
Now, maybe the question could be like, does it really have to come from like Italy and California in order for it to be good? No, I'm gonna have to say that no, it's not.
I say it all the time, and I love because we get so many people in here. I don't like Arizona wines. Don't even give me a taste. And if we blind taste them, Arizona wins every time. If you don't like Arizona wine, you are drinking the wrong ones, or you have not had them in 15 years.
Right.
Seriously,
The
Arizona
vineyards-
wines have just skyrocketed in quality, value, all of it in the past decade. It's unbelievable.
The vineyards have really come along. We got 3 AVAs that are really producing some beautiful fruit right now. And also a lot has to do with the winemaking. The college is putting out some a very top-notch group of winemakers,
Yeah.
in my opinion, and being one of them.
Can you tell people a little bit? We talk about the college because we know, but I don't know if everyone knows that we actually have right here in Verde Valley, right?
Mhm.
The Southwest Wine Center. That is, it's wine education. You get a degree in viticulture, winemaking. They grow their own grapes. They make wine too, right? You can go there
Yeah,
and
there's
taste.
the Southwest Wine Center. They converted an old racquetball court into the winery. Anybody that goes to the enology program there has to spend 180 hours of practicum working in the winery. It's state of the art. They do, I believe, maybe 1,500 to 2,000 cases a year. I
Wow.
believe is it
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
They have a 12-acre vineyard, unless that's grown since I was
No,
there.
I think it's about 12.
12-acre vineyard that they source all their own fruit from, and they actually source more than they can use. That's why we get the opportunity as alumni to pull from that vineyard also, which is a very nice benefit of going to school there.
Are some of the
Wow.
grapes in here from that vineyard?
No, all these are from Wilcox.
Oh, okay.
So you said you
Yes.
liked the Tempranillo when you came to visit.
Yes.
That was from
Yes.
the college.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it was kind of funny because probably like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I went to the Farm Bureau meeting at a winery, and at this point in time, they were like, "We are now declaring Camp Verde or Cottonwood corridor, like that whole little section down there, wine country." So I was literally there when they decided to go ahead and name it wine country, to the point where they were going to get benefits to.
It's an
actually have-
AVA now.
Yeah.
Oh, did it finally pass?
Wilcox?
Oh, Wilcox.
Are we
Okay.
talking about Camp Verde?
I
Well,
talking about
Verde,
Camp
Cottonwood,
Verde.
yeah.
Camp
for some-
Verde, if they haven't passed, they're right there.
There
Yeah,
are.
they're right there.
Close, yeah.
So, okay, so tell me a little bit about what the pros and cons to having a winery in Prescott or Dewey, Humboldt area?
The pros and cons. We moved there because there was a million cars going down Highway 69. And
Location.
location.
Seriously.
And there was really no wineries on this side of the mountain. Everything is over on the other side of the mountain in Clarkdale and Cottonwood and Camp Verde. And to be perfectly honest, my family lives in Prescott. I come out of Phoenix a lot. It's very close to Phoenix. And it just seemed like a great location that no one's tapped into yet. So we decided, plus we have Mortimer's Farms there. They do an awesome job of growing whatever they want. And we decided that we'll give it a try as a growing area. And it seems to be working out pretty well. But it's just location. That's the main reason we picked that. We wanted to be kind of away from the herd.
Okay, so you went there just last week, right?
We were there last Sunday, yeah.
Tell me what your experience.
The grounds are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The vines are kind of right here, and you sit on this big covered patio. The tasting room is over here. It's adorable inside. It's this little tiny, it used to be a house, I assume.
Built in 1949.
Little tiny house they've just made absolutely adorable inside. We had a flight, of course, and then we had a couple of glasses, of course. But you can also you had like a little picnic basket thing where we had cheese and crackers and enough salami you
For dinner.
really got a lot of salami, which I'm not complaining about.
Right.
It was just so much fun, and it comes in this cute little like picnic box. I might steal that idea too.
Yeah.
Sherry's like, I'm just stealing all your stuff.
I took pictures of it. And I did a post if you guys did not see it, but we had so much fun, and Ron Skelton was out there playing. He plays a lot here, so he's a friend of ours, and it was a blast. And this weekend when Tin Hat plays, we love them, and they've played here before too, and they're also part of the B.A.W.B family, and we love them. So great music if you guys can get out there to hear them on Saturday.
So you guys have an online store. I was showing a little bit of your guys' website and a little bit of the property in itself. Tell everybody what are the things that you guys offer. Do you guys offer taste testing classes or events to the point where people could come in with a group of people, bachelorette party, bachelor party?
Just me and all my girlfriends?
Yes. Me and all my girlfriend parties. Every day is wine day.
Well, I think we're trying to get in the swing of things to get something like that rocking and rolling. This past weekend, we actually just had a baby shower of 35 people. So, I mean, eventually it'd be nice to kind of start doing weddings and other events like that. Even like, I know you do like the Prescott mixers and stuff like that. Maybe even stuff like that would be nice in the future.
That would be a beautiful venue for a wedding.
Yeah.
I actually need some wine
do
for
the yoga
tonight.
once a month.
Yeah, I've seen that. You do
Yeah.
yoga.
I do yoga. It's called Yoga Class Pour a Glass, and it's an hour of yoga. I get fruits and pastries, and you get a glass of wine, and it's for $20. And I think it's coming up November 14th.
That sounds like, do you teach the yoga class?
I don't. I have a friend, Katie. She's a yoga instructor. I'm not trained. I'm not a trained professional, so
I was like, let me teach you how to meditate.
I'll pour the wine for you. How about that?
I'm really good. I'm really good at teaching you how to meditate.
Yeah.
Okay. I am very interested in some of the other tastes of these wines. What are the other ones that are here?
Well, I brought two Humboldts, and the other one is our Chardonnay. And our Chardonnay is basically it's
Delicious.
Yeah, thank you. It's the grapes come from Wilcox region. It's fermented. I do not put it through malolactic fermentation, so it's more of a crisp, sharp, citrusy kind of Chardonnay. It was, I don't know what that was.
That's Alexa talking to us.
Oh,
Ignore
okay.
her.
It's
She's rude.
It was aged in neutral oak for a year, and then we bottled it after that. And I mean, it's making white wine is kind of a simple process in my mind compared to reds. So it's a pretty simple process to come up with that wine, but that's the style that we use.
You've done it well. That's my favorite style of wine. I like to be able to taste the Chardonnay grape. I don't want all that oak in my face. I
No.
don't like that buttery, like slippery feel.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's a great Chardonnay. So your Riesling, I don't know if I got to taste that. I don't think I did. Is it a sweeter or dry? What kind of Riesling is it?
It's a sweet Riesling. It's not a super sweet Riesling. It's not a semi-sweet. It's right in the medium
Okay.
range. I'm not a sweet wine drinker, so but I do get a lot of compliments on it.
Okay.
It's a very light, sweet wine, and my mom loves it. Let me put it that way. That's
Okay.
why I put her picture on the label.
So if mom
Is that
approves,
him?
then it's got to be
No,
good.
I did not
You
bring
bring it? I was like, oh man, we got to
I
tribute your
know.
mom.
I know. But if you guys need to get out there and do a flight. How much is a flight and how many tastes can you get?
Flight is $10 plus tax. I think it comes to $10.84, and it's 4 tastings, about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces per tasting. So, and it's kind of dealer's choice, and really it just boils down to what we have the most stock in.
Yeah.
Because we kind of go through wine pretty rapidly. So
I bet. So what's your ultimate goal? What's your ultimate goal as far as graduating and moving forward in the wine business? And your ultimate goal, would you like to buy more land, plant more vineyards? What's your ultimate goal in this business?
My ultimate goal is to have more events at the winery. I have to pick up production or we're going to be in trouble. So I need to concentrate more on making more wine and sourcing more fruit. As things move forward, that's probably going to be more of an issue than the making of the wine is sourcing the fruit.
Yeah.
But there's more vineyards coming online. So basically just growing the winery there, having more events. And that's my goal. We're getting ready to get our commercial kitchen online, so we don't have to have all the processed or the prepackaged foods. So we're real
that's
close,
exciting.
probably within 2 months of having the requirements met at B.A.W.B County for that. So then Mercy's going to take over from there. She's did a great food pairing for us the other night. That was awesome on the food she wants to sell in the tasting room.
all right.
that was
very,
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday when you were there, I was
Yeah.
prepping everything.
All right, I'm a
and
little mad that I didn't get
so
to taste anything. That's super exciting, you guys.
Yeah, so we're pushing for food to pair with the wine, and then have more events there.
And then, so when you're sitting there, there's a huge hillside, and you guys had mentioned that you want to plant that.
We have 21 acres there, and so that hillside that's there, we have that. And I tell everybody, asks me, when are you going to plant that? When are you going to plant that? And I just said, this is for the next generation.
We're looking at you.
And there you go.
Yeah.
I will come out
I
and I will come out and help you
mean,
plant that if you ever
Yeah,
get to that. I will come out.
that's kind of a slope that's the thing. I mean,
You're gonna
it's
have to
so
be a goat to
steep
get up
and-
there.
Yeah.
But it's
They
facing
do it
directly.
everywhere else.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
do
you're
it
coming
more
out there with
dough.
us,
Why
right?
can't you do it?
Yeah, that hill doesn't look too good. Let's go to the other. I mean, just imagine. In most cases, some of the things that are planted, they're planted like strategically, so the sun is hitting it
Right.
and stuff.
No,
So
hillsides
if
are
it's-
Absolutely.
perfect
if
for
it's not a
grapes.
Yep.
real hillside to the point where it's going to be like warm enough, because you guys need perfect temperatures.
Right, where we're at now, where the tasting room is, where vines are planted now, is a very cold. We're kind of in a valley there, and it gets cold down there. I mean, if you walk up that hill just 200 feet, you can feel the temperature change as it gets warmer and warmer and goes up. So by planting on the hill, we'll get away from the spring freezes and things like that, the colder temperatures. And you have to be, like planting in the Agua Fria Valley there, where there was a vineyard there at one time, they just don't do very well
Yeah.
because it just gets too cold.
Yeah.
The cold settles in those areas.
Wow.
That is so cool, man.
Would you ever buy land elsewhere to plant more?
We
or-
have another vineyard. It's at my brother's house. I talked to him, which he probably doesn't have forgiven me for yet. But I talked him into planting 1,000 vines, and he has a Barbera vineyard there. And we started pulling off of that last year. All that wine is in barrel right now. It's aging, and we probably will release that in a few years. But we do have our own Barbera vineyard there. And there's some Pinot Noir there too
Yeah,
that
there's
we're
a
trying
small
out to
block.
see how it does.
Oh,
Where is that
sounds
located? Here?
great.
That's on Highway 169, about 6 miles down. If we're 30 degrees, he's 40 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't freeze where he's at.
In that like cherry area.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah. He's right. You know where that little airport is there? He's right across the highway from
Okay.
there.
Such
He's got a
great
beautiful property there. The vines are doing very well. He waters most of it with rainwater harvesting.
area. Okay.
And the vines seem to be doing fine. They're starting
Wow.
to produce. So
Very exciting.
Yeah.
This is so entertaining. I mean, you would never expect that here locally in Prescott, or just having this, made right here locally, sourced from our own ground.
Yes, that'll be the first commercial wine in Dewey, sourced from Dewey that I know of anyway.
That is
So
huge.
far,
I literally want to be a part of it. However, I can be. I mean, obviously, if
You
there's
are right
wine
now.
involved. We are planting ourselves out there to your actual winery. But you know what? We actually forgot to do. We forgot to cheers.
Oh, yes, we did. Hold on.
Cheers. Oh,
To the Humboldt release this
Thank you
Saturday.
very much.
Congratulations, you guys.
Yes,
You've
thank
made
you guys.
An
You guys are
absolutely
amazing.
wonderful.
And
wine.
as the rules go, you twirl it. Is that what you would actually call it? Twirling?
Yep.
Yes.
And then you will, because it does things
See
like
how
such
much
as
he's
air.
learned.
It aerates it, right?
mhm.
And then you sniff it because obviously you want to learn about what's in there.
What's in there?
I don't know. That's
What
a
do you
great
get
question.
out
Let's
of
go.
that?
Let's go with it. You could actually name it all. You're so good at what
I've seen you
do.
in action. You're pretty good.
No, there's some spice on the nose for
Mhm.
sure. And a little bit of leather. It's an earthy wine.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean,
I
if you
feel
were
like a
to
little bit of-
name it, earthy. I like it though. This
Yeah, I get
This
spice,
tastes
pepper.
really good.
Pepper, definitely pepper.
So I was
Leather,
at
earth. This is
an
a
undisclosed
great wine.
Location. Actually, do I even remember the location? Anyways, I get some wine from them, and I taste it, and it's like, oh, okay, all right.
From where?
Non-mentioned.
You okay?
And so the first thing they say was like, oh yeah, this is the the deep wines from Italy, and I'm like, yeah, Arizona wine tastes way better. And they
Take that, Italy.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me
We're like,
wrong.
what? We're on an entire vineyard. What are you talking about?
And I'm thinking to myself, like, I could actually, I hate to say this part, but since I am a joker, I'd be like, I actually think I just tasted the beet from the old Italian ladies switching the grapes.
Did she have like cheese secreting from
I don't even
all
want to
the
go that
Italian
far.
food?
I didn't even want to go that far, but it definitely tastes sour. I was like, okay. But I ended up drinking it. It was, it was all right.
Look
But
at what a connoisseur you've become since you started.
I don't
here.
want to
know.
snobby come.
I don't. Had you even ever had a glass of wine before we started this?
Once or twice, because I was
Yeah.
always scared to get a headache. Like, the
Oh,
wine
yeah,
headache.
yeah.
So I'm like, I will go ahead and take a Patron headache over a wine headache any day. And then all of a sudden I started drinking wine, and it's like, it's good for my stomach. It's good for me being able to function.
Lots of
when I'm actually
antioxidants in
hanging
red
out with
wine.
people. And
Keeps
also,
you young.
I don't think it gives me like the hangover that I would have expected, to be honest. So wine is
There you go.
definitely a good alternative for me currently.
All right.
Awesome. Segue.
Segue.
I was just going to mention the Humboldt, because it's called the Humboldt, you can only get it in Arizona. We can't ship it out of state. And we actually just dropped this off. There's a new beer and wine store in Chino Valley called The Ditch. And so they have the Humboldt in there. So
The ditch.
You
Where?
want-
so
Okay.
They're brand
it's
new. They just opened up.
is it Pasquale's or?
Yeah. I know.
Some-
I think it's actually right next to Pasquale's,
Yeah.
the Italian slash Mexican restaurant out there
I
in
think that's.
good old
Okay.
Chintucky.
Yeah.
Chintucky is actually
I've never heard that. That's
has been
perfect.
has been doing so much goodness out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's becoming a destination, just like Dewey Humboldt now.
Yeah.
So now, if you guys do not know about all these awesome locations, you have to keep on watching our shows and also tune into the PrescottTimes.com. With that, you could actually learn a lot about our local businesses and also the people that are running them. This is a huge thing for us. And I love this show because what happens out this
Because you
show.
get to drink wine at
Yes.
noon on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, hiddenly, I love drinking wine on a Wednesday and call it work. This is the best job ever. And I think a lot of you guys are out
It
there
is.
really kind of upset about that, but it's okay. If you guys are a business or if you guys are doing something here locally in Prescott, Arizona, get a hold of us. We would love to have you on our show and we would love to go ahead and have a glass of wine with you, and quite possibly, share some of the Mogollon Vineyards with you. And if I'm not mistaken, this is actually a really good wine. So we want to talk to everybody about this. And I guess you got a couple people that are coming in. So are you going to leave a couple bottles here? Or?
I was going to leave these bottles here.
See, there you go, Bill.
Okay, I was really hoping for that. Chardonnay's mine, so none of you are getting it. But we will open up this Humboldt and give out tastes today. How's
Yes, most definitely. And sometimes we like to go ahead and give away something just to go ahead and see if our little following is actually following, and then you guys can go ahead and be blessed. But today we're not going to do that to you, because we want to make sure that you guys are watching. So make sure you watch next week, and we could possibly have a couple of these bottles for you to be able to win it. And we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Tell everybody how to find you and how to get a hold of you.
Well, we have a website. It's mogollonvineyards.com. Our phone number and all our information is there. We are located on Highway 69, right across from Main Street in Dewey, Humboldt, on the left-hand side of Highway 69 as you're heading into Prescott Valley.
Yes. And if you're headed out of Prescott
You
Valley,
can't
go
miss it.
right.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
just
really-
look for all the copper roofs. We have all the little buildings we have there, which are the winery buildings, the wine storage buildings, the pump house, the tasting room, everything has a copper roof on it. We have a old green truck up on the hill with a flag on it. If you miss us, you're really not looking.
Yeah.
Or you are keeping your eyes on the road like you should, but
Yeah,
your passengers
true.
are looking for it. Make sure your passengers are looking for it. It's like, hey, I heard about something over here. Make sure you look out there, and then you will be able to find it. It's a really beautiful area, and it's literally right off the highway. So
Yeah.
with that being said,
Come in for a taste today, you guys.
oh, and we also need to tell you about what's happening at the Back Alley Wine Bar. If you guys do not know, this is the only place that you can go ahead and get some of this wine until Mercy was like, oh no, you could get it out in Dixieland. But you know what? We can possibly go ahead and hold it here as well. If you guys want to go ahead and come down here and check it out, there is a huge selection over here at the Back Alley Wine Bar. And where are you located?
In the Back Alley Whiskey Row, right behind the Birdcage.
The famous whiskey.
And we have
Row.
live music tonight. John Nolan's going to come in and play from 5 to 7, maybe. I forget, or 6 to 8. Forgive me. It's on my Facebook page.
Come early for
Come in
cocktail
for a
hour.
taste.
Yeah.
Come in for a taste of the Humboldt, you guys. You will not be disappointed. This wine is really good. And hurry, because I might drink it all.
And make sure you follow the pages. We've been posting everything down here at the bottom. Give them a call and ask if you guys can go out there and taste their wine. And that being said, you guys are amazing. The wine is amazing. And
Yeah,
I can't
keep doing
wait
what you're
to
doing.
finish off this bottle on a Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
And we're going to go ahead and have fun and do that. With that being said, you guys are amazing over there. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You guys follow us. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday at 12 p.m. And you will not be
Disappointed.
Disappointed.
I was going to be ashamed. You won't be ashamed. You won't be ashamed of us. But with that being said, guys, bye.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
I